And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, in today's video as always, we are going to be going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. That includes our title today. Yes, Liverpool could be set to hijack a potential transfer ahead of the summer. We'll get into that exciting story a bit later on, but let's start with this one. Yes, Paul Tierney has made more VAR errors than any referee in the Premier League so far this season. Yes, Jurgen Klopp has made his feelings clear about Paul Tierney during his time at Liverpool, and rightly so, with no VAR making more errors than him last season. "I have no problems with any referees, only you," he said. Those were Klopp's words to Tierney following the 2-2 draw at Tottenham in December 2021, where there already having been a number of issues involving the official beforehand. That was far from the last time their paths crossed, and the Liverpool manager even received a ban for the comments about the referee after another clash with Spurs last year. It was a rivalry that became a running joke, with fate tempted when Tierney was appointed for Klopp's penultimate game in charge, as he looked to avoid a yellow card suspension for his Anfield farewell. While it may have been deemed harsh of the German, there is clear evidence why Tierney is one of the most frustrating officials in the Premier League. According to ESPN, no official has made more VAR errors than the 43-year-old during the 2023-2024 campaign, with his foul equalled only by Stuart Atwell. Tierney averaged an error every 7.75 games, with only Atwell 7.5 games, Darren England 5.5 games, and Tony Harrington 5 games slipping up more frequently. That included his failure to intervene for Alexis McAllister's red card against Bournemouth, which was later chalked off after an appeal. Interestingly, however, Tierney's own refereeing decisions were only overturned by VAR twice, with Harrington 5 overturns in 10 games, finishing the season with the worst record. Harrington, averaging 0.6 objective errors per game, is among the worst performing referees overall, behind only Atwell 0.71 per game and Michael Salisbury 1.07 per game. John Brooks, who had 0.14 per game, and Simon Hooper 0.16 per game, who both questionably sent off Liverpool players in the season just gone, were judged to have made the fewest subjective errors. So yeah, a very interesting bit there of regards to the referees and VAR and all these kind of things. But yeah, I just thought I'd bring it to you because Jurgen Klopp rightfully did have a problem with Paul Tierney, and it just goes to show he had the most errors on VAR. Now, before we do get into the transfer news, guys, I just want to keep you up to date with what the players have been up to in the week off since our last game. And basically, there's been a lot that they've been up to, from trips to the Monte Carlo Grand Prix, visits to former clubs, and some valuable downtime. Liverpool players have wasted no time enjoying their time off. It has been a week since the season came to an end for Liverpool, and players have jetted off to various parts of the world to make the most of what is a short break for the majority of the team. With the international tournaments for European and South American players this summer, it's a quick turnaround between the Red season end and reporting for duty with their respective nations. And Monaco proved an appealing destination for both Trent Alexander-Arnold and Virgil van Dijk as they sought to attend the most prestigious Formula One race of the year. Alexander-Arnold is an investor in Alpine, a team languishing at the back of the pack, and has been spotted across the weekend so far, even stopping for a quick chat to talk about trusting the decision to appoint Arne Slot. Van Dijk, on the other hand, has been striking close by his national compatriot and Red Bull driver Max Verstappen. The pair was snapped enjoying a beer together in the paddock. Not a bad way to enjoy your weekend, is it? Dominik Szoboszlai has made his way back to Hungary and was spotted in the DJ booth in Budapest, perhaps looking to bring some skills back to the changing room next season. Luis Diaz, meanwhile, has returned to Colombia and stopped in at his former club Atletico Junior. He watched on as they won 1-0 against Atletico Bucaramanga. It is a regular stop for Diaz when he has his time off, another nod to the characters that Liverpool sign in their squad. If you haven't seen by now, Mohamed Salah changed his hairstyle and debuted his new look on Instagram. Slot having an influence already. Stefan Bajcetic, meanwhile, has been enjoying Marrakesh with his partner, looks rather warm, something England currently is not, certainly here in the north. Curtis Jones has continued to put in the hard work, training hard off of the pitch, after receiving his first senior England call-up ahead of the Euros. He is currently in Dubai and working hard at the Precision Football bespoke training facilities. He will hope to be a member of the final 26 taken to Germany. Those called up to international duty this summer will be expected expected to join up with their respective sides in the coming week. Their return for pre-season July will be determined how far they progress if they are involved in a tournament, and all can hope for is that they simply remain fit and healthy throughout. So as you can see, yes, Liverpool players wasting absolutely no time at all, and just whilst there is not too much news surrounding the football club, I like to kind of bring you what players are up to and what they're kind of doing. But let's move in to some transfer news. Now, this week I have been keeping you up to date with regards to Lenny Yoro. Now, Lenny Yoro is a player, of course, that plays for Lille. He is highly regarded as a next best thing, and we've brought you up to date with regards to Paris Saint-Germain this week and stated that they were leading the pack. It was dubbed that Liverpool and Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain were all interested in the player, but it was Paris Saint-Germain that took the first step to try and acquire his signature ahead of the new season. However, we also updated you and said that basically that Paris Saint-Germain, the talks had almost broken down, and that the player would rather not go to PSG and would rather seek a challenge either at Real Madrid or, of course, in the Premier League. Now, we've got an updated report coming from two high-profile journalists that are fairly reputable. One is that Liverpool are pushing for Lenny Yoro, and the other coming from Fabrice Hawkins. He's also confirmed extreme interest in Lenny Yoro, and that Liverpool could make a move for the player in the summer. A very, very interesting one, because he is very young. He's a very, very young player. Certainly a position that we're looking to bolster, so there's a lot of truth in the matter. Some reports also state that we've been out to see him, scouts have been out to see him, but at this moment in time there is 3 clubs that are interested. It does look like PSG talks have broken down, but as stated, 2 different journalists of good reputableness have stated that Liverpool are pushing for the player and could make a hijack ahead of the summer. That comes from Di Marzio and, of course, Fabrice Hawkins, all stating that Liverpool have interest and are looking to potentially do a deal for Lenny Yoro this summer. As stated, it doesn't look like he's going to PSG at this moment in time, and at the moment in time as well, Real Madrid do not want to pay high inflated fees for the player. So it'll be a watch and watch and see what happens with regards to this transfer story throughout the summer transfer window. But certainly a player, certainly a position that we are going to try and bolster going into the summer transfer window. That is for certain. So yeah, Liverpool fans, that's what we've got for you today. Do let me know your thoughts on Lenny Yoro. Is he a player that you would like to see join this football club? Yes or no? Also, let me know your thoughts on the players enjoying their sort of downtime. And of course, why not let me know your final thoughts on Paul Tierney? And do you think we have a refereeing problem in England in terms of just being crap? I'm not saying biases or anything like this. I'm just saying being crap. Do you think we've got a referee problem? Yes or no? Guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash the like button and hit the subscribe button. And remember to check out our clothing store. Get all your Liverpool t-shirts down there in the link in the description, or go to cobblekclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.